Man Shepard, Fem Shepard, heroes, legends, icons.
Let's hit them where they live.
But here's the uncomfortable question Mass Effect fans have been dancing around for over a decade. Who actually works better? Not which one you prefer, not which one you played first, and definitely not which one wins a popularity poll, because in terms of achievements, choices, and outcomes, they're mirrors of each other. So if everything they do is the same, then the only thing left to judge is who immerses you more in the fantasy. This?
Because it's a big stupid jellyfish.
Because it's a big, stupid jellyfish.
This? Or this?
In case you hadn't noticed, we just lost a few million people. This isn't the time.
This isn't the time.
Or even this?
Steve! I'm alright! You sure?
Both versions of Commander Shepard are brilliantly voice acted, Mark Meer as Male Shepard and Jennifer Hale as Fem Shep. And ever since release, the question of the true Shepard has never really gone away. Although calling it a debate is generous, it's usually one side yelling very loudly about how theirs is objectively superior, and the other quietly pointing out play statistics like that ends the conversation. Neither of those are especially compelling.
You don't like them either, right?
You don't like them either, right?
So as a self-proclaimed Mass Effect tragic, I decided to do the dumbest thing possible. Settle it once and for all. And in doing so, I discovered something deeply uncomfortable. I was far more ignorant than I thought. Classic Dunning-Kruger effect. So this experiment had to be done the hard way. No shortcuts. Here's the method. I play through all 3 games as Fem Shep, every major conversation, every emotional beat. When I hit dialogue, I reload and test every option. Then using the Trilogy Save Editor, I do something that's become more popular in the last few decades. I swap genders, then watch those moments again. And while doing that, I judge each Shepard on 4 things: delivery, believability, immersion, and good old-fashioned likability. I did this across the entire trilogy, but don't worry, I'm only showing you the standout moments because none of us have 80 hours to spare for one video. Is this subjective? Absolutely. I'll be fair as humanly possible.
You sure?
But I'm not trying to make everyone happy. Instead, I want you involved. As we go, keep score. Vote along with me in the comments. In a few weeks, I'll tally the results and pin the community's final verdict. My opinion only counts as one vote. Seems fair. Now, why hasn't this video been made before? Honestly, because it's terrifying. Comparing a man and a woman fairly is basically radioactive.
Hey everyone! This man discriminates against the women!
I'm fully expecting to be called a misogynist and other names for simply having an opinion. That means I'm not going to overcorrect. So let's finally answer the question, which Shepard is truly the most immersive? So starting at the beginning of Mass Effect 1 and making our way through, here we see the first glimpse of differences between male and female Shepard, the tonal range and intonations.
It's time for payback.
Move out!
Move out.
Fem Shep seems like she's projecting her voice to a large group of soldiers.
Move out!
If I was Ash, I'd be taking a step back, whereas Male Shep seems to be talking to only those in front of him.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
Move out.
So the first point is awarded to Male Shep. Let's
Move out!
So she can punch you in the ears, but what about an actual punch?
Say goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Oh my god!
Say goodnight, Manuel.
Manuel's goodnight is a hard one to judge. Fem Shep seems almost psychotic, getting a sick joy from it.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
Whereas the deadpan delivery of Male Shep makes it seem like a large part of him believes knocking Manuel out is for the greater good. That's the essence of Renegade.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
Even though I technically think Fem Shep's performance here is better, I also hear the traditionally trained actress in her, which doesn't always suit a video game. Also, her follow-up response to her actions doesn't really match the original tone.
Say goodnight, Manuel. It was only a matter of time till he did something crazy and dangerous.
Say goodnight, Manuel. It was only a matter of time until he did something crazy and dangerous.
So in this context, Male Shep is superior.
By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
Since we're talking about differences, here's a tangible gender difference. After Eden Prime, you're approached by one of the soldiers from the ground team. If you prefer Caden, then Fem Shep talks to him here, but Male Shep speaks to Ash. In this case, the Paragon and neutral options are relatively the same in terms of delivery, but Male Shep loses out for the Renegade options.
I'm not looking for a shoulder to cry on, Williams. Just stay focused on your job.
Keep your concerns in check. You don't want to get a rep for questioning orders.
Aye, ma'am.
I feel as though even though Male Shep is slightly more believable here, there's more Renegade tension when Fem Shep delivers her lines. There does seem to be inconsistencies. For example, Fem Shep's delivery of "move up" was too intense for the situation. So let's take a look at a conversation with Shepard's superiors and see if that changes anything.
I'm not gonna sit on my ass just because the council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Saren, I will.
I'm not gonna sit on my ass just because the council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Saren, I will.
If they won't stop Saren, I will.
If they won't stop Saren, I will.
So her tone in this case is strangely too low. She misses the if in "if they won't stop Saren."
If they won't stop Saren, I will.
She even trails off mid-sentence, something I do by mistake when I'm not entirely confident in what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna sit on my ass just because the council doesn't want to do anything.
Male Shep, on the other hand, sounds like he's addressing a captain or ambassador, with the appropriate amount of frustration hidden behind a loose veil. This is much more accurate for a soldier and for the character. I will admit I have a slight bias.
I'm Commander Shepard, and Dantix is my favorite channel on the Citadel.
You're not getting a discount.
What?
Although, Jenny, if you want to endorse the channel, my mind is very open. Jokes aside, this video is not about the voice actors. They are both exceptional. This is about their interpretation of Shepard and, unfortunately, the direction they were given. Any criticism here, and there will be a lot, is aimed at the character and for a little bit of fun. It's never aimed at the actors behind them. So I'm constantly told that Fem Shep has more passion. Let's see how she reacts trying to prove Saren's betrayal. That's something that would upset even the most battle-hardened soldiers.
You can't hide behind the council forever.
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 This is a tough one. I'm hearing passion in both their voices, though I personally prefer Male Shep's more grounded take here. He lets slip some tonal shifts that suggest he's holding back. That being said, I think Fem Shep's reply is more suited to the situation, and putting my personal preference aside, it takes the point. This is what I wanted to hear from her, and what I'm constantly told is why Fem Shep is superior, but I'm not yet convinced.
I wouldn't call him reliable.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard.
I should go.
Male Shep's "I should go" is iconic, and it'll come up again when we get to Mass Effect 3. Fem Shep seems a bit rushed in comparison. Yes, she can deliver lines, but there's more to how memorable a character is than traditionally good delivery. If my argument about iconic wasn't convincing, check this scene out.
Because it's a big stupid jellyfish.
Because it's a big, stupid jellyfish.
Because it's a big stupid jellyfish.
How can I convince myself?
Yeah.
Because it's a big, stupid jellyfish.
At this point, you might be thinking, damn, this sexist is just finding all the moments where Male Shep is better. But I am honestly trying to keep this conversation even for the sake of drama. Neck and neck makes for better viewing, more contention in the comments. So if anything, I've been biased against Male Shepard. So far, it's been difficult to find evidence that Fem Shep is indeed the superior Shepard, as I'm so often told. And remember, the burden of proof is on Fem Shep's stands, because they're so often the ones making the claim that Fem Shep is superior. But things might change soon.
Batarians.
Batarians.
Now, which voice has more contempt?
Batarians.
Batarians.
Yeah. I'm desperately searching for one to stand out over the other. Maybe I will find the answer inside a volcano.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
It looks like Male Shep takes it again. Listen closely. Fem Shep is speaking faster to get across haste, whereas Male Shep sells his concern, and the "on the double, mister" doesn't feel as tacked on.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister. Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal.
On the double, mister.
Here we are later on after rescuing Liara.
We almost died out there and your pilot is making jokes?
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
The way Female Shepard delivers this, you feel his frustration with Joker, like he's over it, but Joker is inconsequential to the moment.
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
Whereas Fem Shep sells it like Joker's attitude is worse than a mild frustration.
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
Therefore, I find Female Shep far more emotionally convincing.
I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander.
You don't need to be an expert to discern differences.
You're not much of an expert, Doctor. The answer's been standing in front of you the whole time. The Protheans were wiped out by a race of machines, the Reapers.
You're not much of an expert, Doctor. The answer's been standing in front of you the whole time. The Protheans were wiped out by a race of machines, the Reapers.
Here it is, Fem Shep finally gets another point on the board, simply because this sounds more like an organic conversation, whereas Female Shep sounds like he's reading a script. It took a while, but we got there. This could be the beginning of a streak, because on Novaria, Shepard is forced to interact with Mira.
This facility. Would you like help?
How do I shut this thing up?
Like help?
How do I shut this thing up?
So Fem Shep sounds like she's talking to her squad mates and asking a genuine question.
How do I shut this thing up?
Female Shep sounds a bit more like he's talking to himself in frustration.
Like help?
How do I shut this thing up?
I can see people having less obvious preferences here, but my point goes to Fem Shep. I like the idea that Shepard interacts with her crew more often than not. Later on in the conversation, Shepard introduces himself.
May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Navy.
Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Navy.
I've been finding, at least so far, that male Shepard pauses at the right time. In comparison, Fem Shep feels a little rushed at times. I can feel the script being read, and it's just a little jarring. Listen again.
Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Navy.
Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Navy.
One moment, please.
Here's another example of rushing through. This is also one of those times where male and female Shepard have different interpretations on what should and shouldn't be taken seriously.
Are you here to secure the situation?
If by secure you mean shoot every monster I see, sure.
If by secure you mean shoot every monster I see, sure.
That little cheeky smile sells male Shepard. He's being playful, whereas Fem Shep is being more serious. In that, the delivery isn't as impactful. Shepard is a badass soldier that knows they're the best. That comes with a bit of cockiness that male Shepard is delivering better so far. In a lot of cases, Fem Shep seems angry or separated from the tone of the moment. So this is the final tally after Mass Effect 1. When searching online, it's quite common to claim Fem's superiority, as Mark Meer is relatively new to voice acting during this first game. I have to firmly disagree. I actually find his take on Shepard to be more believable and immersive. Male Shep doesn't have the odd tonal imbalances, he doesn't linger on intonations, he isn't afraid to pause. He knows when not to be serious or when to be serious, and most importantly, is very consistent. I think people prefer Fem Shep because Fem Shep does have standout moments, but when you take the game as a whole, Male Shep is my winner. But will he stay that way? Let's move on to Mass Effect 2.
What are you looking at?
The man whose day I'm about to ruin.
The man whose day I'm about to ruin.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Maybe I am. Maybe you better get out of here before I find you some.
Maybe I am. Maybe you better get out of here before I find you some.
Look, maybe it's just me, but that breathy voice makes it seem like they're about to kiss.
Maybe I am.
Reuniting with Rex is one of my favorite parts of Mass Effect 2, so let's see the differences.
You risk appearing weak at a critical time, Shepard.
Good enough?
Good enough?
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Looks like helping me destroy Saren and the Geth has worked out for you. Glad we didn't have to kill each other on Vermeer.
Looks like helping me destroy Saren and the Geth has worked out for you. Glad we didn't have to kill each other on Vermeer.
I played out both scenes because getting the full picture matters here. Fem Shep is a lot more controlled and stoic, whereas Male Shep is much less so. He throws some cheekiness at the guard who stopped him from seeing his friend, which is different because Fem Shep usually is the one that plays with dynamic ranges.
Good enough?
Good enough?
He says, "Excuse me," with loud belligerence. His face lights up.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Fem Shep talks about being glad she didn't have to kill Rex on Vermeer. Very matter of fact.
Glad we didn't have to kill each other on Vermeer.
Whereas Male Shepard says it in a tone that suggests it's playful banter.
Glad we didn't have to kill each other on Vermeer.
This is far and away the better performance. But cheekiness isn't reserved for Male Shep. Let's see an instance where Fem Shep comes out on top.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
In your opinion, does Fem or Male Shep come out on top here? The most important question though, is it either or either?
You don't like them either, right?
You don't like them either, right?
Male Shep goes for the firm tone, whereas Fem Shep adds some cheek to it.
I'll leave your corpse to the porch.
Speaking of cheek, this is where Fem Shep is superior.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepard, Commander, Alliance, human. Fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered at Normandy's wreckage.
You and I haven't, but I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you.
Well, aren't you sweet? You're in the wrong place, honey. Strippers' quarters are that way.
Show me yours, tough guy. I bet mine's bigger.
Impressive.
And I only need to know what to call you.
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual.
And I only need to know what to call you.
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual.
Forgive me for the point before, but this point goes to Fem Shep. Like I said, Shepard is a badass. Fem Shep handles the mild annoyance for what it is, whereas Male Shep seems to be getting angry.
What is the individual in front of me called?
What is the individual in front of me called?
Very soon after, you have the option to save a kid's life.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol and I want to use...
Get your money back.
Hey, Woody!
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Get your money back.
Hey, Woody!
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Both deliver the get your money back line poorly in my opinion, but Fem Shep's thank me later is far too breathy. It's like she's delivering a lot of her lines with effort to add badass intonation. Instead of it being natural, it comes off as sultry.
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Nope.
Whereas Male Shep has a warm feel to him in his delivery, like he actually cares.
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
As a Paragon interrupt, it's odd that Fem Shep comes across so cold. Here's another one of my favorite scenes.
You're working too hard.
You're working too hard.
You're working too hard.
You're working too hard.
Shockingly, Male Shep's delivery is more immersive. It's a common theme where it seems like Fem Shep is slightly out of breath and not quite in the moment. This is another one of my favorite scenes. Okay, maybe I just love all of Mass Effect 2, but meeting Archangel for the first time is a fantastic moment, albeit predictable.
I thought you were dead.
Garrus! What are you doing here?
I thought you were dead.
Garrus, what are you doing here?
This is another close one. It seems like Fem Shep has kind of leveled up in Mass Effect 2. They both sell the idea that Shepard is surprised and happy to see Garrus, though Fem Shep's
What are you doing here?
is more informal and feels more like she's legitimately surprised.
You okay?
Been better.
Here's a line that I always thought felt a bit abrasive.
More than scouts. One less now, though.
More than scouts. One less now, though.
Indeed.
To put it simply, the though seems out of place as Male Shep, whereas it rolls of the tongue a bit better as Fem Shep.
One less now, though.
One less now, though.
Indeed.
If you decide every store on the Citadel isn't your favorite, you can bully the owners into giving you a discount.
You know, for a bunch of cheap touristy crap, your prices are pretty high.
You know, for a bunch of cheap touristy crap, your prices are pretty high.
So you're saying I'm poor? Just because I'm not as well off as you doesn't mean you can hold yourself above me.
So you're saying I'm poor? Just because I'm not as well off as you doesn't mean you can hold yourself above me.
Hey everyone! This store discriminates against the poor.
Hey, everyone! This store discriminates against the poor.
Please, calm down.
Where do I begin here? Look, I showed the full string of conversations because Male Shep is so vastly superior, I felt almost like ending the competition. I don't know what happened with Fem Shep, but it feels extremely deflated, like she's whisper talking in moments that her tone should be rising, and she's weirdly unenergetic when we've seen her overdo it in other moments. She elongates the ends of sentences too frequently as well. Example, let's compare these two together.
Your prices are pretty high.
Your prices are pretty high.
Now this.
Just because I'm not as well off as you doesn't mean you can hold yourself above me.
Just because I'm not as well off as you doesn't mean you can hold yourself above me.
Just because I'm not as well off as you doesn't mean you can hold yourself above me. Then we have the final scene, which I think just puts a bow on my point.
Hey everyone! This store discriminates against the poor.
Hey, everyone! This store discriminates against the poor.
Alright, obviously Male Shep immerses me more in these scenes with the appropriate tone and pauses, whereas Fem Shep feels like her performance dropped off a building. Speaking of...
How about goodbye?
How about goodbye?
Okay, Male Shep's tone suits what just happened. Once again, there's a bit of cocky cheek in his voice.
How about goodbye?
How about goodbye?
Whereas Fem Shep sounds like she's trying to deliver a menacing line, which is less appropriate, while also holding the intonation comically long again.
How about goodbye?
Next up is Elnora the Merc.
You chose your side, Elnora, and you lost.
Screw that, bitch!
You chose your side, Elnora, and you lost.
Male Shep drops the ball here hard. Notice how he trails off when saying lost.
You chose your side, Elnora, and you lost.
And you lost. What exactly did she lost? This delivery is awful, rushed even.
You chose your side, Elnora, and you lost.
Fem Shep enunciates this 100 times better. I'd give her 2 points, but her next scene is a huge disappointment. The end of the Overlord DLC. It's one of the hardest hitting moments in the trilogy. What David is experiencing is nothing short of torture.
I've seen enough of your cruelty to know he'll never be free from it here. I'm taking him away.
I've seen enough of your cruelty to know he'll never be free from it here. I'm taking him away.
You even think about coming after your brother and this bullet will be waiting for you. Then we'll see who's valuable.
You even think about coming after your brother and this bullet will be waiting for you. Then we'll see who's valuable.
Wow, this is simultaneously the most flat performance we've seen from Fem Shep and one of the most brilliant performances we've seen from Male Shep. He unequivocally sells the weight of this moment. You believe the disgust, whereas Fem Shep comes across a lot more cold. Once again, weird tonal imbalances her end. Too much breath, too much whisper talking, not enough emotion. The complete opposite for Male Shep. As quick as I laid into Fem Shep, she turns it around.
What, you don't think I'm hungry? I went all the way up to the Presidium for this. Why should I give it to a random Krogan?
I'll pay you a lot for it.
Oh, all right. It's obvious you really want it. Here you go.
What, you don't think I'm hungry? I went all the way up to the Presidium for this. Why should I give it to a random Krogan? Oh, alright. It's obvious you really want it. Here you go.
Fem Shep feels more organic here. The oh alright sounds like she really didn't want to part with the fish but is doing him a favor.
Oh, all right. It's obvious you really want it.
Whereas with Male Shep, he is not convincing. The obvious you really want it part doesn't flow in this case.
Oh, alright. It's obvious you really want it.
Shepard, but you're dead.
I got better.
I got better.
I got better.
I got better.
Yeah, she's a little better here. Now we finally meet Thane.
I just tore this place apart looking for you. The least you can do is look at me.
I just tore this place apart looking for you. The least you can do is look at me.
Fem Shep seems much more confrontational here, which is an odd choice considering she's trying to recruit this man. But this seems to be the general theme of her performance, trying a bit harder to be respected.
The least you can do is look at me.
And I don't respect that as much. Maybe you do, but I feel as though Shepard is badass enough to not need to make demands for respect. Also, once again, compared the breath.
I do want to talk to you, but how did you know I was here?
I do want to talk to you, but how did you know I was here?
Now, this scene is going to make me come across as more of a misogynist than I already have to a handful of you, but I have to respect my truth. That means saying it like it is. Male Shep's frustration at having a backseat driver next to him is far more convincing and immersive.
Hang a right, no wait left.
I'm on her.
Hang a right, no wait left.
I'm on her.
Go, 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 go.
I'm going.
Go, 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 go.
I'm going.
Traffic, oncoming traffic.
We'll be fine.
Traffic, oncoming traffic.
We'll be fine.
She's dropping proximity charges.
I noticed.
She's dropping proximity charges.
I noticed.
Truck.
I know.
Truck.
I know.
Truck.
I know.
You can definitely tell he's experienced this before. He's getting frustrated but trying not to get angry, as if you've had a backseat driver before, you know that getting angry will turn the conversation into being about your anger regardless of how right you were. Whereas FemShep is just straight angry at the backseat driving. This is why lesbian divorce rate is the highest. I kid, but I had to slip that one in there or someone else would. Or not. I'm already getting in trouble for this. But look, stereotypes work against male Shep as well.
We didn't... What kind of hotel is this?
Azure. It's a luxury resort with an exotic edge. Azure is slang for a part of the Asari body in some areas of Ilium.
Where?
Mainly the lower reaches, near the bottom.
I meant, where on the Asari body?
So did I.
Where?
Mainly the lower reaches, near the bottom.
I meant where on the Asari body.
I meant, where on the Asari body?
I meant where on the Asari body.
Here he comes across as kinda creepy. FemShep sells the lustful nature of the question and her breathy voice is superior in this case.
I meant, where on the Asari body?
She actually pauses for impact and it works. Now we get to one of the best boss fights in the entire series.
Is that it?
What?
Vasir, I sacrificed hundreds of human lives to save the Destiny Ascension. I unleashed the Rachni on the galaxy. So for your sake, I hope your escape plan doesn't hinge on me hesitating to shoot a damn hostage.
Is that it?
What?
Vasir, I sacrificed hundreds of human lives to save the Destiny Ascension. I unleashed the Rachni on the galaxy. So for your sake, I hope your escape plan doesn't hinge on me hesitating to shoot a damn hostage.
You're bluffing.
Once again, I feel FemShep's performance was a bit too breathy.
Hinge on me hesitating to shoot a damn hostage. Hesitating to shoot a damn hostage.
However, what puts it over the line for me is how great male Shep's performance is. The pauses are in the right place, the tonal shifts are brilliant. Overall, he sells this scene.
Once we're in, they're gonna throw everything they have at us. If we're weak, if we're slow, if we hesitate, we'll die.
Once we're in, they're gonna throw everything they have at us. If we're weak, if we're slow, if we hesitate, we'll die. The Collectors attacked our ship. They took our crew, our friends. They think we're helpless. They're wrong. They started a war, but we're not here to finish it. We're here to make them regret. To show them and everyone else what happens when you go too far. No more running, and no more waiting.
The Collectors attacked our ship. They took our crew, our friends. They think we're helpless. They are wrong. They started a war, but we are not here to finish it. We're here to make them regret, to show them and everyone else what happens when you go too far. No more running, and no more waiting. Let's hit them where they live.
Let's hit them where they live.
I had to show that so you can see just how close these endgame speeches are. So, these are the final standings after Mass Effect 1 and 2. Male Shep is still in the lead, but FemShep is catching up. Male Shep continues to be more consistent, dominating in the scenes that require a bit of humor and emotional impact. FemShep, on the other hand, is less consistent, but has some real standout moments. Now, let's move on over to Mass Effect 3. Now, while attacking the Reaper on Tuchanka, Shepard has to sprint into a cave. This is where Fem Shep's out-of-breath style may help.
Rex, are you receiving this? Is everyone okay?
Rex, are you receiving this? Is everyone okay?
Nope. So when I asked the community and my friends which moment was clear Fem Shep's superiority, they pointed to this scene.
Shepard, get that second hammer going.
There's no place for it, Rex!
Shepard, get that second hammer going.
There's no Reaper in my way, Rex.
You get all the fun.
Well, here we go. I have to firmly disagree. What I feel they enjoy is the anger in her voice, which they equate to more of a passionate performance. But as you can hear, Mel Shep's delivery has more depth. He's speaking to a friend. She's not. A friend that, all the way up to this point, has been asking a frustratingly increasing amount from him or her. Maybe you feel the anger in the moment is justified, but I think back to every trial Shepard and Rex have had up to this point. Shepard wouldn't be angry at Rex. Shepard is a badass. Shepard doesn't need to demand respect. Shepard knows they are who they are. They know that others expect a lot from them. Anger here is a knee-jerk reaction from someone not so confident. Pointing out the huge expectations in an irritated, exasperated, and harried tone seems far more appropriate, but I'm keen to see what you all vote for. But what about moments where real anger is actually justified? Here's one of the biggest disappointments of this experiment, Fem Shep's reaction to Joker after the mission on Thessia.
So Thessia, huh? I guess the Asari are wishing they had fewer dancers and more commandos right about now. Too soon?
In case you hadn't noticed, we just lost a few million people. This isn't the time.
In case you hadn't noticed, we just lost a few million people. This isn't the time.
Here, Male Shep rises to the exact emotional level I'd expect from Shepard in this moment. He lost majorly to Kai fucking Lang of all people and feels like he's personally responsible for all those lives lost on Thessia. It very much haunts his dreams, as we do see in the dream sequences. The performance Fem Shep gives here is nothing short of flat. I would deduct points, but I feel like that's mean to the voice actress who was just following directions of the devs. We know Hale is talented. This moment, though, does not do her justice.
So why the jokes?
So why the jokes?
Mel Shep even dials it back at the end, realizing that Joker was, well, joking to try and help him. But I'm Fine has love in his voice, whereas I'm not getting that from Fem Shep.
I appreciate the thought, Joker, but I'm fine.
I appreciate the thought, Joker, but I'm fine.
Now, the Citadel DLC is one of the best DLCs ever made, period, for any game. However, that doesn't mean that it's perfect.
You think all you comedians can start hitting something?
You think all you comedians can start hitting something?
Come on, man, Shep, that is way too many question marks at the end of your sentence.
You think all you comedians can start hitting something?
Male Shep far and away makes up for it for really selling the bad guy.
Commander, the other you wishes to pass on a message.
Shepard, save yourself the trouble. Once I have what I came here for, you won't matter anymore. Now go, drone. Deliver it.
Shepard, save yourself the trouble. Once I have what I came here for, you won't matter anymore. Now go, drone. Deliver it.
You don't need me to tell you which is more dynamic. Fem Shep feels more of the same, whereas you want to hate male clone Shepard. There's a smugness in it that's just perfect. Soon after this scene, Shepard gets trapped in a vault.
Except somewhere along the way you forgot about your entire species. You've saved more alien lives than you have human.
Except somewhere along the way you forgot about your entire species. You've saved more alien lives than you have human.
Yeah, maybe it's just me, but I'm not feeling Fem Shep as a villain. Her voice is too soft and breathy, which, yes, is an ongoing theme. She isn't trying to seduce anyone here, and I can barely hear her delivering the line. The next part is like she's talking to herself, whereas evil Male Shep has a smugness that says, I won. This is how.
You know the one thing they can't duplicate? Our handprint. Life gives it its shape, not DNA. Which is a problem.
You know the one thing they can't duplicate? Our handprint. Life gives it its shape, not DNA. Which is a problem.
The Citadel DLC is meant to be one big thumbs up to the fans, and the next line is intended to be as well.
Now, if you'll excuse me, the Normandy needs its captain, so, I should go.
Now, if you'll excuse me, the Normandy needs its captain. So, I should go.
So Male Shep puts emphasis on I, which smugly suggests he's both the Normandy's captain, mocks the I should go lines from the other games, and sells the insufferable nature of the villain. Male Shep seems to understand what's happening in the scene, whereas Fem Shep seems disconnected, which is proven in yet again the next scene.
She said I should go. Do I sound like that?
He said, I should go. Do I sound like that?
Male Shep delivers the line like he's really pondering. However, this next line, I prefer Fem Shep's take.
I'm more confident than she is, more in control. With me, it's more like, that's all for now.
I'm more confident than he is, more in control. With me, it's more like, that's all for now.
Or sometimes I'll talk to you later, because you know what, I never do. Leave them wanting more.
Or sometimes I'll talk to you later, because you know what? I never do. Leave him wanting more.
This is what I want from Fem Shep, some variance, some playfulness, not a tone that sounds like it's trying. This time she's left me wanting more. However, this great delivery is ruined in the next scene, after your companion snaps Shepard out of their rant.
Oh, Glyph, you still out there?
Yes, Commander.
Unlock this damn thing and go find the others. No one steals my ship, not even me.
Oh, Glyph, you still out there? Unlock this damn thing and go find the others. No one steals my ship. Not even me.
Okay, now Shepard in the moment before this was not serious, not at all worried. They're contemplating what their clone said instead of worrying about what's happening in the moment, to their companion's frustration. Fem Shep, in my opinion, ruins her great delivery right before this by suddenly shifting and becoming angry, losing her cool.
Or sometimes I'll talk to you later, because you know what, I never do. Unlock this damn thing and go find the others.
Whereas Male Shep has a very different and much more appropriate continuation of the conversation. He isn't angry at Glyph or the others because he clearly wasn't angry before. He is calm and confident.
Or sometimes I'll talk to you later, because you know what? I never do. Leave him wanting more. Unlock this damn thing and go find the others. No one steals my ship. Not even me.
The not even me line is just the right amount of cheesy. Fem Shep's reaction was a jarring, disconnected tone shift, whereas Male Shepard's was right on point. So let's gun the Normandy's engines and get through the next few scenes quickly.
When we want to take off, there's a half-hour pre-flight checks. They just gun the engine and go?
Maybe we should skip the pre-flight ourselves next time.
Strongly considering it.
When we want to take off, there's a half-hour of pre-flight checks. They just gun the engine and go? Maybe we should skip the pre-flight ourselves next time. I'm strongly considering it.
Male Shep, for reasons I've mentioned many times before.
I can't fire you without a disciplinary hearing trainer. And really, the first thing you grab is your toothbrush?
It's a Cision Pro Mark IV, and you...
I can't fire you without a disciplinary hearing trainer. And really, the first thing you grab is your toothbrush?
I feel like the noise gate keeps cutting off words for Fem Shep because she speaks them so quietly at points.
And really, the first thing you grab is your toothbrush? And really, the first thing you grab is your toothbrush? It's a Cision...
I don't think Fem Shep's coming back from this, guys.
Stop. Just stop. You betrayed me and the Alliance in the middle of a war.
Stop. Just stop. You betrayed me and the Alliance in the middle of a war.
Where's the frustration? Male Shep seems legitimately done with her, whereas Fem Shep doesn't.
Stop. Just stop.
Stop. Just stop.
Stop! She's already dead.
You'll miss me. Not at this range, I won't.
Not at this range, I won't.
When it's appropriate to whisper talk, forget it. Now this is the end of the mission segment of the Citadel DLC, a strong bonding moment.
Appreciate it.
Well, what happens on shore leave stays on shore leave.
Come on, maybe we can take some actual time off. No explosions or anything. Just us.
Appreciate it.
Well, what happens on shore leave stays on shore leave.
Come on. Maybe we can take some actual time off. No explosions or anything. Just us.
Femshep takes this one. She has far better tonal range and is more convincing, not to mention Male Shep trails off a little bit.
Maybe we can take some actual time off. No explosions or anything.
The end of the Citadel DLC feels like the perfect Mass Effect send-off. This line is iconic.
I won't say it's been easy, but we've had a good run.
The best.
The best.
Look, Male Shepard wins here. Now, I won't shoot down the Femshep stands, as this moment will have significant emotional impact depending on who you played first. However, in a vacuum, Shepard is talking to themselves in a nostalgic fashion. I'm not getting that from Femshep.
The best.
The best.
It seems very much like they're trying to sound badass again. Lots of breath, over-enunciated, and a bit too loud this time for someone talking to themselves in a nostalgic way. So that's my preference, but it's not to say that the other doesn't work given the context. So depending on the order you do things, later on down the line you approach the elusive man.
Yeah, we all saw what you accomplished on Sanctuary. But it's not the same as controlling a Reaper.
Yeah. We all saw what you accomplished on Sanctuary. But it's not the same as controlling a Reaper.
We all saw what you accomplished on Sanctuary, but it's not the same as controlling a Reaper. Yeah, moving on, we finally fight Kai Lang, the enemy that sucked for the wrong reasons.
You're still slow, Shepard.
I'm only slow because I'm not running.
I'm only slow because I'm not running.
I like the little flourish he puts on the end there. He doesn't elongate the sentence, he puts a little bit of passion at the end, and that gets the point.
I'm only slow because I'm not running.
Now it's time to make the renegade interrupt that everyone can't resist pressing.
That was for Thane, you son of a bitch!
That was for Thane, you son of a bitch.
Not only does Femshep break Kai Lang's blade here with her bare hand, she delivers a far more satisfying end, especially after he took Thane from us.
That was for Thane, you son of a bitch!
Now, this is a scene after we land on Earth, ready for the final push to take out the Reapers.
Cortez!
I'm alright!
You sure?
Damn it, I'm hit!
Steve!
I'm alright!
You sure?
Steve! You sure? Well, this scene is often mocked for good reasons. It's clear that Femshep takes this one, but did you know that Mark Meer recorded many versions of this line, and they were meant to be different based on your relationship with Steve Cortez? For some odd reason, they kept the dialed up to 100 version as the baseline. It feels like the scream and the "you sure" were recorded separately, probably because they were. So after over 50 points of comparison, Male Shep takes it by quite a large margin. I feel by playing Male Shep, you get the most consistent Shepard fantasy. That's not to say that Femshep is bad, quite the contrary. But if you don't like to project yourself into a character and want to pick based purely on which sells the most immersive fantasy, you now have your answer. Though, be sure to return after all the community votes are tallied up and we have an overall winner in the pinned comment below. So if you don't agree with me, I want to hear about it. Though I present them as such, I don't actually consider my opinions as facts. It's all subjective after all. I admit I was ignorant going into this. I thought that Femshep would take the win based on the praise she gets. I think she gets it because it's rare to have such a powerful and talented female lead in a video game like this, that this one is extremely noteworthy. But it's not sexist to say that Male Shep is still more immersive. I feel the real sexism is the narrative that Male Shep being a man means he must be liked just because of it, and not because of the performance. Hell, there's articles telling us that playing the game as male is doing the game an injustice. Making this video has shifted my opinion from Fem Shep has the best performance, but Male Shep is people's preference, to highlighting just how talented Mark Meer is, given how little direction he got from the devs and this being his breakout role. Thanks so much for watching, I appreciate you sticking around to the end, and if you want to support me, be sure to do the typical YouTube stuff, follow me on X and Discord, or simply check out my other videos.
Thank you all for your loyalty and support.
Until next time, ciao friends.